Good morning, guys. Heading to St. Peter's Basilica for a group tour. Okay, we don't know how many people, but we know it's a small group. We are at St. Peter's Basilica right now, and we're waiting for our tour guide, or our group rather. We're just beside them and we're getting ready for the tour. We're crossing the border between the Vatican and Italy.
So the Vatican City is the smallest country in the world. It is the seat of the Roman Catholic Church. It has its own currency, its own army, and it's also the home of the Pope, as well as about 800 citizens. And then the Vatican City contains the Vatican Museum, Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Basilica, St. Peter's Square, the Pope's residence, and a lot more. But we only went through St. Peter's Square and St. Peter's Basilica because this was a 2-hour tour, and honestly at the end we were exhausted. We couldn't even go around the rest of the stuff. We didn't go to the museum, but this was an educative tour and it gave us just enough information to know and to learn about the Vatican. The first 1 hour 30 minutes was a tour of St. Peter's Square, and trust me, all around the square there was something noteworthy, and I think the tour guide did a fantastic job taking us around. So our guide told us that you might not see skyscrapers in Rome because there is sort of a law that no building may be higher than the basilica, out of reverence, I believe. So guys, after 1 hour 30 minutes, like I said before, of walking around the square, we eventually got into the basilica, and it was so beautiful, so majestic. It was perfect. Lots of paintings, lots of pictures. I mean, we didn't have all the time and energy to go around the basilica. We even had the opportunity to climb up to the dome, but that was like how many hundreds of steps. I wasn't ready for that. After going around the basilica, we did have access to the tombs of the popes, and it started off with the tomb of the esteemed Saint Peter. Of course, this is his basilica, and it's only expected that his tomb was the first one that we were going to see, but we didn't have so much access to the tomb because it was covered with a glass door. We also saw the tombs of the other popes because this is where they are buried. So when the popes of the Catholic Church, when they die, they are buried in the St. Peter's Basilica, and it was just an honor to stand there, you know, especially where St. Peter was buried. Let me tell you something, this water was needed. It was needed.
Then I'm alive again. We just finished a 2 hour 10 minutes tour of the Vatican, and my legs are hurting and I need food. But it was so beautiful. So I think right now we're just going to find food to eat, right? Nice.
I'm leaving Colosseum or burger sticks. They are whole grain based. The white ones are parmesan cheese with poppy seeds, and the orange ones are tomato and oregano. The welcome for tonight is Sally and Selena.
So later that night we came out for dinner, and we had such a nice experience at this restaurant. Let me tell you something about Italians. They don't eat like the rest of us. So there's the starter, the first course, the main course, there is dessert as well, and I didn't even have all the energy to record all the things that we ate that night, but it was a nice experience. Hi guys, this is day 4 and today we are in the Colosseum. So we came a bit early and so we just had to wait a few minutes before we could get into the Colosseum. So the Colosseum in Rome is a large amphitheater that hosted events like gladiatorial games, and it was built during the reign of the Flavian emperors as a gift to the Roman people. I was really impressed that they were able to build this kind of structure back in the day. It's a really massive structure, and even though it has gone through some restoration modifications, it's still standing very strong. So I wasn't feeling the best on this day, and so after visiting the Colosseum, I went back to the hotel room and my husband went to St. Paul's Basilica and he got some clips for me.
Hi, friendly face here. So today I'm at St. Paul's Basilica and I will be taking you on a tour of everything inside the actual church, and we'll also see the gardens right outside where I'm standing from right now. So enjoy. So apparently, the remains of St. Paul that we all know lay in this tomb in the basilica just below.
Later that day, we visited the Palatine Hill and the Roman Forum. So the Palatine Hill is the centermost hill in Rome, and some imperial palaces were built there back in the day, but right now it's an open air museum. And this marked the end of our visit to Rome, and we had a great time. The next morning we got to the airport early because we had a morning flight. Hi guys, good morning. Our trip to Italy has come to an end. We are 2 hours early, but I think it's better than being late. I had a good time. Did you have a good time, sir? Yeah, we had a good time. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I do have the itinerary that we used. I have the itinerary that we used here, even though we didn't visit all the places, but we visited like maybe 80% of the places, and just some tips are in this itinerary, some tips on what to do in Rome, and just some information that could help you in the country. And I don't mind sharing this itinerary. You can message me, I'll email it to you, or I'll send you the link so you can check it out if you're going to Italy or if you're planning a trip to Italy. Thank you for sticking with us these 4 or 5 days, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.